Hello and welcome to another edition of Good Morning Pattaya, Pattaya Channel's very own breakfast show. I'm your regular host, Nick Pendrell, and we also have our regular co-host, Dave D. How you doing?
Good morning, Nick. How are you?
Very good, very good.
Nice day, a little bit overcast, but I believe we've got the moonlight people in today, Nick.
We have the moonlight at this time of the morning. In fact, we have Art and Sasithorn from Moonlight Fine Dining Restaurant.
Yeah.
Welcome to Good Morning Pattaya.
Good morning.
Nice to see both of you. So, would one of you like to tell us about Moonlight Fine Dining Restaurant for our viewers who haven't gone there yet?
Well, Moonlight Fine Dining Restaurant is located in Utalik 7 condominium on Jomtien Beach of Pattaya Road. It's basically next to Jomtien Complex, if you've been there. It's inside of the building, so when you get in there, you feel the feeling of privacy. So it's quite different from other restaurants.
Right.
And what kind of experience can if I came to your restaurant, I mean, what kind of food are you serving in the
Well, as a fine dining restaurant, the food is one thing, but I'll come back to food later. But we want to give our customer as a whole experience, not just food. So, although we specialize in food, we offer international menu. We select from signature dishes from different nations. For example, we have seared foie gras in fruit compote and roasted duck breast from France. And then we have risotto and pasta from Italy. We also have akame tuna steak in Japanese style, and we also offer Thai dishes.
Wow.
Just to cater all tastes.
That's a pretty extensive menu by the sound of it.
True.
So,
Makes my fish and chips look bad.
So you must have a pretty good chef or staff in the kitchen to be able to have such a wide range of dishes.
He comes from a 5-star environment. He's worked in 5-star hotels, so I can tell you about the chef.
Or our staff, because of Kun Tom, the owner, the death of the Kun Sasithorn. He would like to have very great meal every day. That's why he created the restaurant. We choose all the good ingredients and also the good staff who to serve you. All of them is come from they have experience about the 5-star hotel before, and then also working in the hotel, and then most they have 5 or 10 year experiences, and then you can make sure when you go to the Moonlight restaurant, you completely
So he's got a lot. He's got a lot of good experience in the hotels and 5-star. So I mean, in the Moonlight, is it just like 5-star food that you sell there?
Yeah.
I mean, and like you say, you do a lot of speciality dishes.
Yes.
I mean, is there sort of a daily special or anything like that we can expect down the Moonlight?
We have set menu of the month. Yes.
We have set menu of the month. We have the wide promotion, and then we have the kind of. If you need something special, you can ask. We can arrange everything.
I mean, Nick. You'd sort of like the wine promotion, wouldn't you? I mean,
definitely.
He knows his wine. He's a connoisseur of wine. I can't tell one wine from another.
Art is a sommelier, so if you don't know, he can tell you. He can select the wine for you.
And where did you train as a sommelier?
This is before I'm working with the Wine Connection before about 5 years.
Right.
And then I moved to Taiwan. Then I'm working at the Italian restaurant, and then that the owner he's really interesting about wine, and then I have opportunity to learn with him.
Right, so you had a very good teacher.
So if I came into your restaurant and I ordered one of your signature dishes or one of these speciality dishes, I mean, you being a wine connoisseur, should I say, you would recommend a wine to me to go with that dish?
Yes, of course.
It's something I've never sort of come across. I'm not a wine drinker. So I mean, to me, it's you know more about this though, Nick, don't you? I mean, it's very special that like the dish and the wine go together, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. I mean, some people don't even know the basics about which meats go with which wine. Go on, give a guess. What would you eat with chicken?
What would I eat with chicken?
Sorry, no. What would you drink with chicken?
Well, I would eat with chicken. I would have chips and peas. What would I drink with chicken? Probably Sprite or 7-Up. That's as much as I know.
Before swine taking you along to such a high-class restaurant as this. So how long has the restaurant been open?
Almost our restaurant is just been from 3 months ago. It's
so
quite
very new.
And then we like to give more opportunity for the Pattaya people who stay here. You need something special, or you can go to the Moonlight.
That's good. Was it a specific decision to go into Jomtien?
Yes.
Because I live on Pratamnak, and it's nice to have more options in Jomtien because the traffic is so much less in Jomtien. It's very easy to get to from here. So that was a deliberate decision. Let's go to Jomtien.
Yes.
Because there's less competition there. Was that one of the reasons for choosing Jomtien as a location?
It is, and you know, the nice atmosphere, the view, the sea view, and you know, if you locate in the middle of Pattaya, the chaos, the crazy city, because the concept of our restaurant is about privacy and you can relax and comfort. So I think Jomtien is the best place.
So if we take sort of like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, do you have different dishes on different days? You know, like if I came on a Monday, would I expect to have one of your special dishes on that day? Do you have a special offer on that day on a certain dish, or is it just one of the restaurants where you can go in and you can just...
No, so we have just all in the menu. But by the way, if you go to our restaurant every day, and then okay, this I eat already. You can ask our chef; he can create something.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I mean, you know, but if I sort of went to your 5-star chef and I wanted him to make like a signature dish or a dish that I'd like or Nick liked, could your 5-star chef do that for us?
Yes, he's quite adaptable if you say so. So I think it's the advantage of being a small restaurant. He can just come out and then ask what you want, talk through with you, and then come back to the kitchen and come out again with the perfect that you ask for. A nice personal touch, isn't it?
Yeah.
You mentioned that's one of the advantages of small. How many tables or covers do you have in the restaurant?
5 tables inside and then outdoor. 5 tables.
Oh, right.
Because of the weather, the hot and windy, so no one really sits out there. But towards the cold month of the year.
So it's a pretty intimate,
very intimate
restaurant. Huh?
So you get a lot of couples coming in, I would imagine.
Yes, and we have one of the table is a private dining room, small, air conditioned. It's very popular amongst the couples.
Oh, right.
It's quite romantic.
Actually, that's a pretty good idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have you been sitting in a restaurant and you're going, hope nobody sees me?
You're learning all your dirty secrets nowadays.
Give me a private room. No, it's a nice touch, that. I like that.
And how is the design of the restaurant? Obviously, the name is Moonlight. Does that come through with the interiors, the Moonlight theme?
What colour is it inside? I mean, the decor.
We do like more luxury and like a...
Yeah, it's quite exquisite, luxurious restaurant. You feel, you get the feeling of being in Europe, like, you know, in Italy, where it's like kind of that.
We have the nice picture with the Italian, like a vineyard.
Okay,
right.
So it's a relaxed atmosphere inside.
Yeah.
Candlelight, or...
Candlelight.
See, now we get in there. Candlelight.
So what are the opening hours? Because it's moonlight, I presume you don't wait until there's moonlight to open, though. Are you open during the day as well?
Oh, no, it's for dinner.
Just
So
dinner
6.
only?
Yeah.
So when do you start?
It starts from 6 o'clock to 11 o'clock.
Oh, right. So just 5 hours. I guess your chef sounds like an artist, though, so you need him at maximum performance, so you don't want him slaving there for 12 hours a day.
And what about sort of like parties, you know, parties of people that want to come down to your restaurant? I mean, can you cater for that? I mean, I know that you say you've got 5 tables outside, 5 tables inside. Maximum on each table, what, 4 or 2?
For the maximum, if you have the big group, we have only for 8 people.
Oh, okay, all right.
That is really huge areas. But by the way, if you change to the cocktail party or something like that, we can arrange for the 20 people. It's no problem. But for
what was your? Can I just ask you? I mean, me and Nick, when we think of restaurants, you know, I mean, when I think of a restaurant, or Nick would probably think of a restaurant, you're probably thinking of like, you know, this is like 40 people or 50 people or 60 people restaurant. What made you make an intimate restaurant, a small restaurant where people feel intimate?
Because we focus to the quality and the atmosphere, and also for the something special for you. That is our concept. That's because if you would like to sit with the many people, or it's really big restaurant, you can find everywhere in Pattaya. But for this, it's quite special.
So if I called you up and I was with my wife, for example, and I said, you know, there is 8 of us coming next week for a Valentine's Day special party, can you cater for that? Can you make it the atmosphere of a Valentine's Day or something? Being as you are so sort of intimate, Nick, you know, you're so small, I mean, I would imagine they can sort of create an atmosphere for you, yes?
It's like, you know, we opened on Valentine's Day, the first day we opened. Right. So we did create that that atmosphere. So it's like romance and everything. We did that. We try to give our customers the best.
So if I was the average person on the street and I said to you, what makes your restaurant special, what would you say?
Well, I would say it's not just about the food, it's the whole experience. You know, when you go to like a luxurious restaurant and you get that uptight feeling, like you don't know what napkin, how to put the napkin, what fork to use. And
I always
in
get
our
confused.
restaurant, me too.
I went to a restaurant once and they had like 15 forks that side and 15 knives and 20 spoons. Do you start from the outside or do you start from the inside? I never know.
Yes, but that's the point. So we have a small restaurant with luxurious, exquisite interior design, but with staff, our front of house staff that will take care of you, so you feel relaxed and at home. So I think that's what's special about us.
They'll tell you which ones to use. It's like
comes with the manual.
And they'll put you the napkin and take care of you.
But it's nice. I mean, it's a good way to. I mean, it's nice, though, Nick, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Where you know some people don't want to be in a 60 or 70 seater restaurant, and they're trying to be intimate with their girlfriend or their wife or whatever. And I think it's a nice concept.
I'm a 5-star kind of guy, so this sounds like my kind of place.
I'm 1-star. He's 5-star. I'm okay.
So how much is this going to cost me? You've sold me. Can I afford it though? What would be the price of a meal for 2 with just a few drinks, not a bottle of wine, because I know that can be expensive.
For the food, we start from 400.
Yeah, but I think 1,000 baht for a meal for a guy would cover it.
Well, that's very reasonable for such quality.
For 1 or for 2?
For 1.
For 1.
1,000 per person. It's still, for that kind of 5-star dining, there are places in Pattaya where you can spend an awful lot more than that for probably a lot less quality when it comes to that.
Yes.
So for those people who don't know where Vue to Lay 7 is, where exactly is it?
Oh, actually, we offer free pickup service within Pattaya.
It's getting better.
Yeah, so our customers come in and then we take them home safely. So you can actually drink the whole night without worrying about how you get home with the police.
We know a few people that would like to be taken
always a major worry. Always a major worry.
It is. It's a major worry for anybody that goes out.
And how is the split between Thais and foreigners in terms of your clientele? Is it mostly Thai, mostly foreigners, a bit of both?
I think it's a mixture.
Yeah.
We have European guests and then as well as Asian, Japanese, Thais.
And are most of them living in Pattaya, or are they tourists who are passing through that visit you?
Most of them is living in Pattaya now. Yeah. But for 2 months ago, we support to have more tourists come to our restaurant.
Yeah, I know it's the low season. I'm sure when we get back up into October, November, then the tourists will start coming back in.
It's good to get their name out there, and of course you can give Nick all the details. I mean, you just need to know where these guys are, Nick. I mean, it sounds great, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So which soy in Jomtien is Vue to Lay 7 on, or between?
It's on the beach of Dong Tan Beach. Yes.
Dong Tan Beach.
If you don't know where it is, you go to Dong Tan Beach and then I can pick you up from there, or by the way, you can contact us, call us.
We'll
do you have a website?
Yes.
And what is the address?
You Google us, Moonlight Pattaya. Yes.
Moonlight Pattaya, and they should find you straight away. Well, thank you both very much for coming to join us. It's been lovely speaking to you. Best of luck with the restaurant.
Yeah, good luck.
It sounds excellent.
I should come.
Thank you.
And we'll be back soon in part 2.
Thank you.